Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Yes, we're starting a little bit later and this is going to be shorter because of that, but we wanted to get through a bunch of downtime mechanics beforehand to make sure that everything was on the right footing and to make sure that everybody got their needed goals out of the way over the course of just 1 month. So here we are, 1 month later. And I forget, Lily, you're going to do all your talks to everybody in out of character, or are you doing that here?
Lily can also do that out of character at the in character chat if we wanted to keep speed things along.
No problem. Well then, everybody, as you all have spent the last 3 weeks or so communicating, going over events that happened recently and learning about what it means when people refer to you as reincarnates or guardians or stuff like this. You've all set your eyes on confronting your father for a second time to find out exactly what the hell it was that he did that made you how you are. Gave Miriam his very special power, but apparently also made you targets by powerful creatures that can tell that you are different somehow. Leaving Nicodranas and heading your way out towards Pride's Call. Do you all have a specific way that you wish to get there?
Miriam can teleport all of us there immediately because I have a second pair of robes that were made in Pride's Call.
And you have an entry key that actually allows you to get there without turning into paste.
Yep.
I will do Cure Wounds on it because we had to infuse life magic into it for it to activate.
Yep.
I remember that specifically.
Good.
Oh, I thought it was just arcane magic. Okay.
No, it has to be healing magic.
Yep. Alrighty then. You cast that, and you teleport away. As you go flying over through the astral sea, moving your way at an incredible speed across the realms and even shattering through some type of barrier that they had out here to stop movement and progression through all of this. That's the wrong song.
Well, it's been like a year since we've been to Pride's Call.
For you all, yeah. Not Bernie. Bernie was here a little bit ago.
Yeah.
As you arrive, you look at this familiar city before you. Okay. And it has changed significantly. Around this hilltop style home and little village out here, there is a perimeter, a wall that has been constructed out of stone, work stone, expensive, nice looking stone. It goes completely around this hill area, and you see that there appears to be a patrol happening by many of the dwarven denizens who live here. This is definitely the wrong song. So
We're still on the coast mapping just in case you thought we weren't.
yeah, I don't have a Pride's Call map. I do have, because it's such a small territory, you know. Zemni Fields, that'll do it. Pride's Call here. So you see the patrol happening by the dwarven denizens that live here. The individuals marching and keeping in order. There's a handful of humans as well that seem to be mixed in with them and wandering the open fields and area and terrain. As you've all arrived, you see there's immediately eyes shifting over towards all of you, and one person begins to blow on a whistle very loudly, immediately trying to alert everybody, and someone else yells out, "Shut the fuck up, we know them!"
Just waves over the person who yells.
Yep. Bernie, you recognize one of the soldiers that you helped train for a period of time here. His name is Rentier. Dwarven individual, fairly young, only about 38-ish. And for a dwarf, that means he's just barely an adult.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey there. Thanks. It's been a bit. How's everything going here? Any recent developments?
Yeah, actually. Maybe about a week ago or so, we had this we found scouts.
Scouts.
Empire
From
scouts.
the Right. Yeah. And right. Were you able to apprehend them, or what did you do?
We accepted them in and let them know, hey, there's no reason to be sneaking around, and now they're our prisoners.
Right. Have they said anything particular, or?
Oh, I have no idea.
Right. Okay.
That's
Well, yeah. Is it still Gouldy who's in charge around here?
Gouldy's still in charge.
Right.
He's doing pretty good.
All right. Good.
Yeah. Oh, we've also we've brought in about 40 more people or so to join our ranks.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. We did try to. We did send some people this way. So, well, I don't know if they're on the way here, but I mean, there were some people who were looking for a new place to settle.
Oh, who?
Just some travelers, and there were. While we traveled through the Empire, and don't worry, we were careful about exactly what we said.
Oh, we're not worried about you, man.
Right. Okay. Well, good. There's some internal, I guess, relocation of certain people who want to stay out of, any war things. So there might be some people coming here.
Are you talking about the doctor?
No. The doctor,
Yes.
he came a while back.
Yeah, he was here back when you were here as well.
Right. How is he doing, by the way? Is he...
He's doing pretty good.
Right.
He's acclimating pretty well. I'm not gonna lie, the woman with him is a little strange. Like, everyone's trying to be nice. It's just she doesn't... I don't know. She still seems a little hard up on being a tiefling, I guess.
Right. Well, I guess I'll have a bit more... some talk with her a little bit more. What was her name again? That was...
Ayo Jabe.
Ayo, right. Yes. Right. Well, anyway, I'm not sure exactly how long we'll be here. Well, I do have an appointment, rather a meeting.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to keep you. I was just catching up.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to continue my patrol.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah.
Good. All right, carry on.
Right. By the way, if you see a flying horse around here, that's just mine. Her name is Zephyria. And I'll just
When I get off duty, can I pet her?
Sure.
And then he carries on. He looks a little pep in his step. Also, thank you very much, Tim, for the 5 DM inspirations specifically against this game. This is payback against you guys. You guys started
Thanks,
the war.
Yandish.
Let me
Hey.
get a handout for this game specifically. Okay.
Hey, it's war now.
Handout.
You piece of...
DM inspirations. 5 from Tim.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's a cap, though, right? 50 for them, 50 for
This
us.
game only. Yes. Until I use them. Oh, I'll be rolling so many initiatives at advantage.
You might actually get one of them too.
Yeah, fuck you. All right, so as you all are walking through the open fields, taking note of all of the different people patrolling out here, there is still quite a few of them that are working the fields as well, tending to the corn. It seems that they are in harvest season right now, harvesting everything that is already grown right now, and then replanting to hopefully get a second harvest out of their rotation. Notably as well, there's a new feature out here, Bernie. As Pride's Call is vast hillside land, inside of many of the hills, you start to notice that, this is you walking past them, they have tunnels in them with open gapes. Inside of some of them, you even see ballista set up as a, unseen defense for them to have in this area. Apparently, they've been working very diligently in preparing themselves.
Nice. I'll while we're walking through, I'll keep a lookout for Kent here as well. He should probably be around.
Kent, the farmhand that you guys were very fond of, correct?
No, he was one of the guards who were at the resort. I
Yeah,
brought
this is
him-
his squire.
Yeah, remember
yeah,
the guy who
my
was training?
squire.
Yes. Sorry. Kent
Yeah.
is not working patrol around the perimeter. As you make it into the town proper, seeing that they all seem to be flourishing, living their lives happily and going to work, you see a handful of individuals patrolling around, and you go by the military station, the guardhouse that was adapted into this, as you see the leader of this local outpost, Kent, at his desk.
Nice. Hey there.
Burren! Hello! Hi, everyone! And he gives you a salute.
Nice to see you
Greetings,
again.
Ken.
Notably, for all of you who hasn't seen him in a while, Kent got a lot more jacked. Looks much more rugged. Definitely more seasoned than he was previously. This
He's
man
been-
looks like he can hold his own now.
He's been hitting the gym, eating that protein.
Yep.
And everyone else, Miriam, Tosha, pleasure. It's been a
Quite
while.
some time.
Yeah. And he goes over and shakes both of your hands.
Look
Looking
at you,
good, man.
Kent. Your muscles are now bigger than me.
I
It's
would.
not saying much to this guy.
Yeah. I've been sticking to the routines, 3 a day, like you told me, 3 a day.
Nice.
And
And
are you here for your report?
well, I can take care of that, but we have some business as well here in town.
Very well. Here is the report journal for you, and he hands you over a small tome.
Oh, thanks.
Yep.
Right, I'll just go over this. Anything I should be aware of?
We have
I
2
heard-
prisoners in custody.
Right, I heard about that.
Yes.
Have you been able to get any information out of them?
Admittedly, not really.
All right.
I'm not. I'm not ready to cross certain thresholds yet.
Yeah, that's
Right now, I'm trying to be
Uh,
nice to them. See if I can make them. What's the term for people that end up liking their captives? I keep forgetting it.
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, I'm trying to give them that, but it's not working great.
Stockholm.
Look.
Where's that? I haven't heard.
Another round.
I think that was a different doctor. Weird guy.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, anyway,
If you want a less intrusive method that might get them to open up, find someone in town that will just ramble on for hours about the most random stuff, or the worst singer or musician.
right.
That
Well,
is
just as a general rule of thumb, you shouldn't resort to torture.
Of course not. No,
No.
yeah.
No, they're
Yeah.
just having a conversation. It doesn't stop.
Well, there are many ways of torture. Not all of it has to be physical harm. What you're describing is mental distress. Right. Well, anyway, it's yeah. All right. I'll see if I can't have a crack at them later. But yeah.
That's
Alrighty.
physical.
And keep in mind, Kent, medical journals say that that syndrome is very rare.
Really? Damn it. We've been giving them good food as you guys
Less
are
than
walking out to
10%.
go about your business. Alrighty. But yeah, the town here in Pride's Call seems to be flourishing right now. There's a handful of new faces as well as you're passing by. I mean, it is set up to be guarded about people trying to enter in, but to accept people that come off of a recommendation. Bernie,
You've done some good.
are you reading the journal as you're walking over to your father's? It is quite a little bit of a walk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, going through it.
I would like an investigation from you.
Ooh, I forget? Did Gunther's family said they were coming here or not?
No. No,
no.
Guther's family.
Uh,
They're nomadic.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
like
I mean,
to
they
live
could
out
come
on the
here
road.
eventually.
Dude, to them, it's a great thing if they run into the military.
Yeah. They did want to come here for the ale, though.
That's true. That's
Uh-huh.
true, yeah.
But let's see. Investigation. Yeah, I'll use my session inspiration.
Mhm.
16.
Wow.
Great use.
Yeah. It's okay. A few notable events that have occurred in Pride's Call since you've been gone. There was the scouting mission. Apparently, there was 2 scouting missions in total. One, though, the group was far enough away they never engaged with anybody, except for a farmer out in the farmlands, who wasn't going to say anything anyways. They're just like yeah, I'm here. I'm a farmer. Very unassuming. The second one, they have 2 individuals from that group held down below. They have no idea if there was more part of that group, but you would rarely see more than 3 scouts together. Any more than that, it's difficult to stay hidden. Aside from that, Guther's family did stop by through here. It is labeled that there was 2,000 gold worth of damages at the local tavern because of them. All of which was already fixed and paid for. The only reason he was allowed in was because of recommendation from Miriam, Tosha, and others. And then they are now on the "don't let them into our town" note. Aside from that, there is currently in town 2 individuals who are not in the know of the resistance that Pride Call has. 2 people who seem to come by. They've been staying at the Left Tap, a local tavern here. One of 3 taverns. Or one of 6 taverns. You've already been to all 6 of them. You're aware of which one this one is. It's middle of the road, pretty decent, quieter than most. A lot of the non-Dwarven drinkers go there because it's quieter. Yeah.
Alright.
One of their names is Yanni, and the other one's name is Jethro.
Right.
And they have no other written information about the 2 of them. Just they're not in the know.
Right. I'll just give like a rundown of anything that, yeah, all this basically to the group as we walk. And, yeah.
We'll have to see them after we meet our father.
Right. Yeah. Let's
Now,
get that out of the way first.
I plan on once we're within, maybe say 10 seconds or 12 seconds from the door of, Dad, you have a minute to open up the door before we burst it down. We have questions. Or should I be more polite and just say, Dad, we're outside, open the door?
I mean, he'll probably know it's us.
I would say we're the only ones that can open the door.
And if you recall, he did tell you he set up the security here that all of you can enter inside.
I forgot about that. That was so long ago.
Yeah.
Right.
He
All
said
right,
you
so
have a
let's-
place here whenever you need.
All right. I forgot about that.
Mhm.
It's been too long.
Right. It's good to be back here.
Yes, it's developed well. We've at least
Yeah.
done some good in the world.
I really like this place.
So, you all are passing by the left tap, by the way, as you are headed to your father's.
I mean,
Do we notice the individuals?
Well, you're passing by. You'd have to go in.
Okay.
Huh. Why don't we just make a quick stop? I'm a bit thirsty.
He opens the
What's
door. Bang!
So you open the door, and across the room, you hear about 15 people put their cups down simultaneously, rotate their heads around, and then in unison, 13 of them go, Baron! And they all look very happy to see you. 13 was a little bit of an overestimate. Probably 10 of them. 3 of them don't know who you are, and 2 of them are, who knows. As everyone waves, and one guy stands up immediately. He's the first round's on me, him, and his friends.
That's fine. I mean, we can have we're not staying for very long, right now at least. I'll be back later. But yeah, good to see you all again.
Yeah, and people start coming up and handing you drinks, ignoring the fact of you just said things. And the 2 of you were also handed drinks.
Drink it because immune to poison. He only sober one in the family.
Yeah, Pride's Ale. It is crisper than other ales.
You know what? I'll pat Bernie on the shoulder like as he's taking the drinks, and I'll give him a protect from poison.
That's
You're worried about him getting drunk off of one?
No, it's the fact there's people lined up with drinks for him.
Oh, no. It was just like the first guy grabbing one, handing
Oh.
it. You guys as well, and everyone's just...
I thought
They're
there was like a
happy
whole...
to see you. You are the folk hero of this town, Bernie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, we heard there were some newcomers here.
Stopping you there, Yanni and Jethro, the 2 of you were meeting up again, in the hopes of hopefully fucking finding something. You just arrived here in this town a week ago or so, sitting at the table by yourselves, and you see this entire display that is happening. Which of the 2 of you would like to describe yourselves first? Wait, Yanni, why did your token drag out a light? There we go.
Ooh, make him roll for it.
No, Jethro's token is coming out with a light.
Is it?
Why? Because you edited the
mean-
sheet I had for that. It's fine. It's fine. You
I'm
could have
sorry.
asked me for a sheet, but now they don't have a light token anymore.
They'll live without it. It's
Damn.
fine. They're not gonna need a light token. They all got dark
well,
vision.
Yeah, send me a copy of your token because now the sheet's fucked up.
Oh fuck. All right, I'll.
So we'll go with
Oh.
Yanni first. Describe what you look like and what you say in response to this display happening in here, quietly at your own table.
Oh wow! Somebody important must have just came in. But what Yanni looks like is brown hair with red highlights. She wears an outfit that almost this looks like a ghillie suit, but it's 100% homemade, so it's not very nice looking. And she's about 5'5", you would guess, 5'6" maybe. She looks like she's in her mid-20s. She has green eyes. She probably weighs 100 pounds soaking wet. And looks happy that everyone else is happy. Wow. Do you think they're like celebrities? Wait, did they say Bernie? Is that the person we're looking for?
They said Burren.
Burn. Who the hell is Burn? Oh, never mind. That's not Bernie. That was close.
No. I was told to see Lieutenant Burn. If that's Lieutenant Burn, then I need a report in. How do I look
Okay.
presentable?
Yeah, you look, but remember, first impressions are always important. She's gonna start touching his hair and trying to fix it.
Well, how's my mustache?
What? Your mustache? Did you have a comb?
Of course I have a mustache comb.
Okay. One side's like going up, but the other's kind of flat.
Oh, dang it.
And please describe what you look like at this point in time.
Hey, mustache combs are for the nobles.
Well, so there is a fellow with red hair, about I don't know, much taller. He's 6'2" when he stands up. He's wearing some.
You're a
split
head
mail-
taller. You're a lot taller.
Yeah. Some split mail armor that looks rather well fit for him. He's currently got his, like, it looks like the armor does come with like a little hood, and it's currently down, and it goes to kind of like a neck length hair that is sort of combed back, and he's got a fantastic handlebar mustache that has been perfectly groomed, other than that one slanting side. There's a little bit of ale kind of stuck on part of it because, mustaches. And he looks pretty solidly built. He's got a sort of a halberd on his, strapped to his back, and he holds on his chest is a symbol of Western.
A Western symbol. Wow.
I mean, Joey, would that be allowed here, or is that something she's like, no, don't do that?
In Prize Call specifically, nobody would persecute you. In the Empire,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
So whatever you would like to do in Prize Call, nobody's carrying.
If you're here on a stealth mission, maybe you go for your unplated armor.
So yes, Bernie, as you were saying, you were.
No, I'm just looking around and probably noticing those two sort of as I'm asking for them.
Yeah. You ask out loud that you're looking for Jethro and Yanni. Jethro and Yanni, you look over at the rest of the party.
Yanni, he's looking right at us. He's about to say something. We need to act.
Okay.
We need to
Look
act.
good. Am I
First
talking or are you
impressions.
talking?
I'll be the one to talk.
Okay.
And the crowd just points over at the two of them.
And
assume-
Yanni will lift up, but she's holding her bow. She's gonna lift up her bow. It's gonna hit the table and just fall on the ground, and then she's gonna bend down and pick it up.
Jethro's gonna be gonna try, pinch his eyebrow, go to pick it up, and yeah, he'll pick it up for Yanni. I was trying to think if it was a silly thing, but no.
All right. I'm sort of coming over right as Jethro is sort of leaning back up again. Hello.
Jethro stands to attention. Sergeant Jethro Shubrand reporting. Lieutenant
Oh.
Byrne.
All right. Yeah, nice to meet you, Jethro. Was it Shoebrand? Huh.
Yes, sir.
Shoe brand.
Nice. Western man.
Indeed. Served in the town guard. Before that, I was a slayer for the Slayer's Take. Sir.
Oh, okay. Well, so you're probably quite capable then.
Yes, sir. This
That-
here is my companion, Yanni. She's extremely skilled.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Yanni.
Yanni,
Yanni.
Yanni shimmer, and she's gonna be holding the bow of her right hand, so she's gonna go up and do like a weird salute with her left, standing there, confused.
Hello. I'm not any sort of superior officer to any of you. I think.
Technically, sir,
Technically, you
outrank
are a
me.
lieutenant.
Yeah, you were
And-
definitely an officer.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if they are here in any kind of official capacity.
Yanni wouldn't know that.
I guess your Joey, what was the captain? His Bernie's boss's name? Captain or
Bernie's boss.
Delrin Dark Tower. That's the commander
Delrin-
of the.
Commander Dark Tower is an old friend of my father's and sent me here to assist you, sir.
Oh, okay.
He-
Well, I suppose I appreciate that, but I mean,
He
so
said you
have-
were.
Yeah.
He said you were in charge of a special squad in regards to important mission.
I look over at the others and you hear that?
So
I'm in
we're a
charge.
No.
If we're a part of your squad, Bernie, then you need to start getting military wages.
Honestly.
Well, first thing you need to fall in line, boy.
Was that Jethro?
No, Miriam.
I'm saying that to Miriam, sort of with the glimmer
My
of
skeleton
sarcasm.
posse gives you the bird.
Right, in which case, it's now 200 gold per healing.
Yeah. Right. Well, nice to meet you, Jethro and Yanni. I'm we're happy to receive some assistance, I suppose. I mean, I guess we're technically a squad of some kind. Mostly we're just siblings. I know it doesn't look
Like
Like
family.
like brothers and sisters in arms. I understand, sir. I know the concept well.
right, that as well. Yeah. But yeah, but I can see you're a fighting man.
Indeed, I am, sir.
Right, Slayer's Take. That's
Ex
impressive.
Slayer's take.
Right. Okay.
Copies
We
of our
know what the
contract.
Slayer's take is.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, we would probably have heard of that.
The Slayer's Take is the third largest. God, what are they
Monster parts
called?
Supplier in the world.
Well, no,
Monster
for
Hunters?
monster hunters, they are the largest, but for mercenary groups, they are the third largest. Behind Vox Machina, of course.
Who's second?
Bridge
Yeah!
There's
Look,
a lot of fuck trees out there.
I could hear the pain in that.
I mean, hey, look, you got former Slayer Take on there. You got Champion of the Raven Queen. You got a mage in there.
At some point, Sylvan's gonna pop in and burn that place down for every tree that was, you know. Anyways,
Right. So you're, what exactly are the orders you have, Jethro?
if I'm being completely honest, sir, it was rather vague in other than to provide any and all assistance to you and your squad while here, and that this was your last known location, and we've been waiting the last couple days, sir.
Oh, all right. Well, good timing then. It's been a while since I was here, actually, but yeah. How old does Jethro look, actually?
He looks like in his early 30s. He definitely looks older than he actually is, but
Right, okay.
yeah, like in his 30s.
Right.
How old does Yanni look?
Mid-20s.
An elf.
Yeah.
She's a half elf.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, and I look at Miriam and Tulsa, and but I'd be happy to bring you guys along.
Perhaps for security's sake, they wait here while we get the intel from our informants, Lieutenant.
Right, of course. I like this, Miriam. It's very good.
Yeah,
Don't get used to it.
And,
Sir, do you need our orders?
Sure.
Just gonna pull out the paperwork that they signed with Kurt and hand over a copy to him.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Do we immediately recognize that paper contract?
I recognize the handwriting, probably.
I mean, Jethro didn't come here with Kurt's contract, but
I'm going to look over Kurt's contract. What's it say? Wyatt. Or Joey.
Oh, I thought Joey would know, but it's supposed to be just standard because I thought we were getting sent over here. We got the hitch from him, and he said sent us to help you guys. That's how we got this position. That's what my understanding was. Maybe I'm wrong.
Things were a little fluid when we were coming up with this. But
Hold on. There's one way we know this is from Kurt. Paragraph section 5 subsection C cannot put out fires. Yep, that's Kurt.
Wait, what?
I really hope it does not say that for this character.
Specifically, it says forest fires.
Yeah, Yanni, you said you went over the contracts that man gave you.
Can we have one moment? And I'm just gonna turn to them. You know I'm dyslexic. You know I can't.
I'm
common is
aware.
my second language. And whenever they write something in it, I didn't want to make him mad. He seemed like he was in a rush. I looked over it. I gave it a good look through. I promise.
I know. I was there. I distracted him so you could keep going over it because I know you're dyslexic.
Can I have a look at that? I just want to like double check if that actually says that in the contract.
Oh, did you put any flaw in the contract?
Hey, it's your character.
Yeah, but like it's not always
It's
forest fires.
NPC'd right now.
Yeah.
In this contract in particular, it states that the individual signing into this threw out it, and you know the place to look for it, Bernie, because he's tried this trick so many fucking times growing up with you.
Yeah.
The individual here is not allowed to dig holes unless they are 6 feet deep and a minimum of 14 feet wide.
Right. Well, you said you were dyslexic, Yanni?
Yes.
Right, and you signed the contract. So, right. So it's void then if you weren't given proper assistance in reading and comprehending what's in the contract. But I'll be happy to take you along anyway, and I'll just rip up the contract.
Does it rip? Joey.
No, of course not.
It's
We
magic.
chance all his contracts, remember?
I like to think it still makes the ripping sound. But it's just-
So, what's in that specific subsection then,
Well,
Lieutenant?
right. Well, Kurt sometimes does this little trick, and well, Yanni's, according to this, not allowed to dig any holes unless they are 6 foot deep and 14 feet wide, which is quite, for practical reasons, very well, it doesn't. Yeah, it's just a dumb thing. But yeah, I'll
So, not the forest fires one.
No. Not this particular one. But I'll use Dispel Magic on the contract and then rip it up.
Okay,
Might
the
need-
physical
might-
copy of the contract is destroyed.
You might need remove curse on it or something. I don't know. I don't know how these contracts work.
Should I identify this poor half-elf to see if they're under the effect of a curse?
Actually, Joey, before he does that, were the items I asked for allowed?
Oh, the one I told you is allowed is absolutely allowed. I still need to contemplate that other one. That is so... I'm rolling a D2. 1 yes, 2 no.
Okay.
Oh, wow. What the heck did you ask for?
Well, it's gonna
It's-
really change up this identify if she has these items.
No.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, there's complications with that.
Hey, just means you get to pick a different one.
Yeah. Well, okay, yep.
All right. Are you willingly being identified, by the way? Because he
Oh.
has to, like, touch your shoulder for, like, 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, actually, I was about to ask that because I remember it's touching as well as for 10 minutes, Jethro might have issue with that.
Yeah, Yanni's gonna be weirded out by that. No, she's not gonna lie.
All Miriam said was, "Do I have to?" I was asking everyone.
Okay.
No one has done any touching.
No touchy. No
We could see in your eyes, though, you wanted to, Miriam.
When I think
You are my
about
sister-in-law,
you, I touch
shut up.
my-
Right. Well, in any case, it's you're fine to come with us if you want. You're not under any sort of compulsion or contract bound necessity.
There,
Yeah, we're happy to have you along. We have some family business to take care of first, though, so you'd probably not be wanting to come along for that anyway, but it shouldn't take long.
understandable, sir. About the compulsion or contractual thing, there is, with full transparency, a thing, but it doesn't apply to you or your companion, sir. It is I can explain more once you deal with your own family matters, sir.
Right, okay.
I'll prepare some dossier so you can better understand and utilize our skills when you get back.
Sure,
yep.
yeah, that would be helpful.
He made character sheets.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Do you have some dice as well, actually? Would you? I've heard of this game I'd like to try out.
Actually, I might, because he has a soldier background. I can't remember what I did for his thing, and one of them was
Yeah.
dice, though.
It's called Donkeys in Danger, I think it is. Something like that.
No, it's playing
Dragons
cards.
and flagons.
Oh,
Burn!
that might be right. Huh?
Burn,
What?
the barkeep calls out. You have to try these, and he's holding out a basket.
Is it crisps?
It is crisps.
Crunchies, you mean?
Crunchies, yes.
You,
Oh, is
This
that?
is the actual.
you do have to try those. They're quite good.
I have heard of those. That would nice.
These ones, however, are different from what you've heard them described as. They have these rigid little W-like pattern inside of them. And
Huh.
it seems to capture the salt and other seasoning on top much better.
Nice.
And it's kettle. Oh,
This is really nice.
yeah, it's
know,
a
like-
new recipe we picked up from some traveling guy.
No, I know of him.
This
I
is
know.
the one that's with vinegar.
No, we call this one onions with a sour twist.
Ooh.
A little creamy as well.
Nice.
I always thought ones that would be good for a spicy kind as well, with some heat.
Like with jalapenos.
Yes,
Yes.
you have to really grind them down to the powder.
He just smiles and nods. But yeah, you can have that basket on the house.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. I'll bring you back the basket once it's empty, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. All right. Well, I've finished my ale. Should we get going then? I mean, you, Jethro and Yanni, you can certainly come along, I suppose. But
It's likely you'll have to stay outside.
yeah, you'll have to wait outside.
With all due respect, sir, if it seems like it might be a private matter anyways, and if we're gonna just sit outside, I could better work on this paperwork here in the tavern.
Right. Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean,
I slide them 2 gold so they can order dinner.
Did you want me to make you something?
This is for you to eat.
Oh, I'm not eating.
Well, because you're waiting for us. I'm paying for your dinner.
No, it's fine. I already paid, and I'm also the better cook.
What? I'm the what?
For the tavern.
It sounds to me like you two need
I
to have
thought
a
we-
cook-off.
I thought we agreed that I was gonna be the scout and cook, and you were gonna be like the soldier.
I remember one of those, not the cook part.
I wish I
To
had a
clarify,
pineapple
in character.
No, in character, yeah, for sure.
This is in character.
Yeah, I'm clarifying in character.
You never
I
mentioned
literally
anything.
had a cart where I sold food. I told you all about it.
They
Who's got
all
the
got food poisoning.
That wasn't my fault. That was
Guys, if you want to, you could go speak with Kent while we're gone. If you want to see if maybe you can assist him with something. Actually, Jethro, or Yanni, are you good with any kind of interrogation magic or something like that?
I don't need magic, sir, to be good at interrogations. I've been part of the Westrun Shields for a while. They're guards, they're patrols and such. We had to interrogate criminals and prisoners and whatnot for information, regarding illegal activities.
Right, sure. Well, that's good.
Joey,
By
as-
the way, yeah.
as someone who grew up in Westrun, how good were they?
Oh, the Westwind guards that weren't corrupted were exceptionally good. It's the only reason the city functioned, because they had to carry the weight of the other 20% that were. But Bernie, what were you saying?
By the way, Jethro, I'd advise just hiding your Western insignia.
Yes, sir.
Just cover it a little bit. It's you're on the other side of the ocean here now, so it's.
I understand, so I only kept it on because it would track the right attention, and kind of gestures to you, Bernie.
Right. Well, it could also be potentially seen as a kind of attempted subterfuge. If you get what I mean.
Roger that, sir. So you want us to go find Kent and help interrogate someone, sir?
Yeah, sure. Not heavy-handed. Just see if you can get some information out of them. I'll go and speak with them later anyway. Also,
They've been giving them carrots. Now it's time to give them sticks.
Should I wait for you to arrive, sir, or so we can play it good guard, bad guard, or should I?
You can go ahead and warm them up a little bit, I suppose.
I'll be good cop, bad cop with you. Can I be the bad cop?
Yeah, Yanni, you're too. I mean,
It'll be fun being out of character.
I don't know if this is the time.
Right.
We need to go speak with our
Informant.
oh,
We
yeah.
will see you guys at the gun check.
Right.
Military outpost.
Right.
Come along.
And the party splits. So,
I looked at Miriam. 10 gold if you walk into that interrogation room when we get back with your medical supplies out.
Deal.
hello,
A Goliath walking in with surgical supplies.
friends. These are my undead assistants.
Look, they're talking now!
Actually, that is terrifying because as a medical physician, oh,
You see, this right here we use to scoop out your eyes.
What that one? Oh, this, you don't need to worry about this. This goes for other things.
This one goes up to the nose and I hit it with a hammer.
did you know
Jesus.
that a human body can survive without 6 liters of blood? I can make it.
And my friend here can
Let's
give you
get back
more.
on track,
Yeah.
guys.
Story.
It was too good.
All right.
All right.
So, you travel outside of town over towards a clearing with a lot of trees, wandering for a period of time. You make your way over towards the front hidden entrance to the door. The same door that is hidden into the hillside so that it's very difficult to discern or see by anybody. As you all approach over towards it, the door, as it always does, Bernie, opens up automatically for you.
Hey, anyone home?
No immediate response.
Hello.
Everything looks to be in order, right? Like, doesn't look like magic's been disturbed or anything.
Well, the front room is completely clear right now. There is his bookshelves down here, his chairs, a few notes, pretty tight and orderly as it usually is.
I'll head inside.
All right. As you walk in, you take in the environment around you, the nature of this home that he has, and you look over towards the staircase that heads deeper into the ground.
He's probably down below. Let's see if we can find him. And I'll start heading down the staircase looking for our dear old dad.
All right. As you all wander down the stairs, you get down to the 3rd floor, which is where he has his larger library. He's sitting there in a chair, reading a book with a glass of water beside him. He looks over at all of you and marks the page that he's on and then stands up. Hello. Was not expecting all of you to... Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
Dad. We have some things to talk about.
Very well.
That 10 seconds went by fast.
Honestly. Specifically on the topic of Fate Touched.
And Guardians.
And our conception.
Well, there is very little to note, of course, about the fate touched outside of what I imagine just by asking that question you already know. Urban myth.
No, don't bullshit us, Dad.
Look at my face.
He wanders over to you and like pinches your chin to like look at it in the light more clearly.
Sorry, Tolsha, I figured this be faster.
You're not wrong.
That is you're the outline of this. It's. He goes over to one of the bookshelves and starts rummaging through very quickly and pulls out a tome and starts flipping through it. That is uncanny. Is that? How does that appear on you?
When I gripped a phylactery and gained the knowledge to destroy it.
I was right. I was right. Oh, I am so happy. I thought I
We've never
failed.
seen him like this. He's gone mad.
I thought I failed my experiment. All of you are all of you?
That's the question we've come to ask, since apparently, according to some other people, we are. But, well, we can only assume we have similar things to Miriam here.
Wunderbar. Wunderbar. Yes.
The question is, how do we...
Oh. This is so good. This is perfect.
Right. Okay. Well, so your experiment succeeded. What exactly were you trying to accomplish?
I was trying to reincarnate all of the original champions so that the fate of this realm could be controlled by the mortals, not by the gods. So that when the Empire inevitably went down this path that they are on, we would have the strength to defeat it.
So the unicorn was right about the reincarnation aspect.
You all are... You're going to save the realm. Perfect, yes!
Well, maybe. It seems you may have offshooted a little bit.
I'm sorry?
we're not, whatever you were trying to fully reincarnate, we only got parts of it.
That is fine. You'll turn into some probably soon enough, or we'll teach you to be some. And he hands
prefer
over a
being
storybook, one that looks very familiar to the one that he handed to
Shale.
Shale.
Can I put is Nothel in this book if I speed read it?
Going all the way through, and yeah, you do see an image of Nothel. A orcish individual standing tall who has a plate of a skull mask over top of their face, looking very wild and free, complete opposite of what a wizard looks like.
The mask of Nothel is definitely on your face, Marion.
Yeah.
So, do you mind answering us the question of who you tried for each of us?
Of course, each of you, it was very precise which day, even the year that you had to be conceived. I had to make sure it was timed down to the exact minute, and when I did so, I had to perform a ritual immediately afterwards in order to make sure that we would call forth their essence into the conception of you.
Just gonna make sure that my siblings are maintaining composure, because this
Tulsa's
is not
completely
a good
composed.
conversation to talk to your kids about.
Yeah.
Somewhere in like a boat or whatever to Whitestone, Lily is laughing her ass off.
This is wonderful.
So, one theory that currently exists is that Bernie is some aspect of Kothar? Yay or nay?
Bernie Kothar? No, absolutely not. Sorry. The first that I tried to do this with, I used trying to infuse with Kothar, but I failed, or I thought I failed. Maybe I should go back to them and see if I failed. I should find all of the other ones.
Yeah, that's another aspect, because we believe any one of us that you made are all fate touched, so...
Well, of course.
Artificially.
Who cares? You
The
have the
fabric of
power.
magic and reality cares.
No. The fabric of the divine cares. You all have the power to push mortals through the need of deities.
All right. Who did you try to get for Glendale, then?
Glendale. I tried, Croston was their name.
Croston.
Who was that?
Oh, he was a legendary minstrel who turned out to also be a legacy of a king of his land. Unfortunately, so he fell into one of the worst fates out of all of the Guardians.
Being
Well, they found out that he couldn't die, and certain mages of his era tortured him.
right. So why didn't you just tell us this earlier?
In all honesty, I thought that I failed. So I did not wish to bring this up to all of you. Just let you live your lives. But now that I know I was successful, there's so much we can do.
Bernie? And Kurt?
Yeah, who were our spiritual progenitors, as it were. If not Kothar.
You and your brothers, I timed with Jimin Ini.
So that wasn't me and Alta, then that was you two. I called it.
Right. And they were... What did Teresa say again?
They were the teleporting ones.
Right.
Also, Bernie, you have 2 viewer inspirations from Otis. Thank you, Otis, very much. And Otis gave me more DM inspirations. Unfortunately, I am capped at 5, so we're just going to hold that on the back burners for a little while.
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple weeks before you use those.
Oh, I can add those to a different game. No problem then. All right, cool. That's fine. I'll do that. I'll add it to one of the other games.
Oh, he donated another 5.
Yeah. That's fine. Appreciate it very much, Otis. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Otis.
Hey, look, I started something.
Yeah, thank you.
What was Shale? Because I have a feeling Shale is no longer with us.
Shell. Well, based around her conception and times that happened, let me go back into my book and research this and make sure of it. Shell, the one who aspired towards stories and knew the importance of knowledge and handing it down in passage, yes. Her Byro.
Byro.
Yeah.
What were they known for?
He was quite the accomplished mage during his era, being able to produce unique magics that very few could even comprehend how to do. However, he stuck his stories into books, stuck all of his knowledge into books in order to preserve it and pass it along, and cared very greatly about the legacy of individuals. It was amazing.
And then myself and Altith, if... well, whatnot.
Well, during the ritual, apparently I made a tiny mistake during you and apparently your brother's conception. The 2 of you were supposed to be Gabriel and Gerald.
Gabriel and Gerald.
Originally, I was just trying to get Gerald. But apparently Gabriel just happened as well. Gabriel was a remarkable paladin. But he also was unable to be controlled or even pursue his missions, having his own aspirations he always went towards. Unreliable. I did not want that. Geralt, on the other hand, that was his father, was willing to pick up the slack of everybody else, to help them, to make sure that no matter what happened, that the mission was completed. Admittedly, I don't know which one you turned into. Well, considering you are not useless, I would assume Geralt. At that point, I need a wisdom save from you, Tosha.
Emotional damage?
Oh, no!
He's been offhandedly bad-mouthing you, your brother, your siblings this entire time.
Do not keep... Mind your tongue, Father. Don't badmouth all of us.
Well, I am not bad-mouthing anybody. I'm simply stating the facts.
You are offhandedly... don't.
Your Volstrucker is showing.
Very well. I apologize.
How many more of us are out there, then, that we need to be aware of?
2.
Are they both alive?
I don't know. But we have to find out.
What were they meant to be, then? And did you last see them?
They were supposed to be the reincarnations of Kotha and Zen, the Forgotten King. Last I knew, the one who was supposed to be Kutha, Kurjan is his name.
Spell that.
Yep.
So we have 2 more siblings that we didn't know about.
Oh, I mean, he mentioned all of this the first time you interacted with him, with his siblings and all that jazz. All of this has been running since, well, like session 15. Actually, since
Just
like
kinda
session
forgot.
2, but yeah. He had a mother who took care of him out in Rexingtrum. But when he did not show any signs of, I started visiting and keeping up with him. That was, well, he's about 5 years older than you, Tosha.
And our last sibling.
The name is Laden. I had to go to a very unique location. And their mother is a bit of a nymph. So you would
Do
have to
you
go out to the
mean
festival.
literally, or
Well, yes, of course.
so they're from the Fae?
Yes and no. But I had to go to festival pools in order to conceive there, and I would check up every year or so until they were already full grown. So, nothing.
Oh,
So
Do we
happy.
know where that is?
No. But he'll point it out on a map, no problem. This is wonderful. All of you need to start researching the individuals that you are reincarnations of. Maybe you'll start becoming them much more. That'll be perfect.
well, based the fact that Miriam's gained an ability to destroy phylacteries, which only happened after he came in contact with one, it could be that such abilities are locked behind a trigger.
Would be. But on that note, did you know that Trent is a lich?
Yeah. I did.
Okay, right.
I figured it out while I was still being trained as a Volstrucker. And I decided that I could see the direction of what it is that he was trying to do, his will that he was implementing, and I created all of you as a safety precaution against him.
Right. Would you happen to know or suspect the whereabouts of any of his other phylacteries?
Oh, yes. We found that phylactery that Miriam awoke, got his powers from, near a portal to the Shadowfell.
Guarded by a
Atropol.
Atropol.
Really?
Yes, and from the legend lore on it, that was made during the Calamity, Age of Arcanum. Very ancient.
That information is not something that I particularly were savvy to. In fact, I was only suspicious of the fact that he was a lich. Certain events in history books did not add up properly for even the extended lifespan of a typical mage, and certain uncanny knowledges could only happen from somebody who is a remarkable memory who experienced it, in my opinion.
Well, here's something you probably didn't know then. He's made a staff that, if you are struck with it, will place a parasite, leeching your mind and acting as a phylactery.
How are you aware of this?
Because he struck the headmaster of the Lyceum.
He attacks the Lyceum already.
I was, thankfully, with my medical training, and with the ritual, I was able to destroy it without harming the headmaster's life. This is going beyond what you might think is possible between him and the singularities. Were you aware that these guardians' souls only come into being during eras of conflict?
The storybook said that, but that was the gods being fickle, deciding when they should be around and when they should.
They or fate touch, the gods have no control of where their souls go. That is the point of being fate touched.
And not to mention, apparently the realm they're from is locked down to all planar travel.
What?
Honestly, I'm impressed you're able to get any souls out of there.
There is one known fate touched before us living, and you have potentially set the scales to usher in a catastrophe.
That is impossible. I saw what he was trying to do. I prepared for this to happen. Relying on one person to solve this? No, you need far more powerful people than even what you are right now. We need those guardians.
Yes, but now... Perhaps, but it's possible that your actions woke up the singularities to be found.
You do know what those are, right?
Yes, of course.
There have been 7
that we've come across alone.
7 in a year.
That
Ancient
is-
magics of unknown proportions, all waking up within 12 months of each other.
And that is it. You all found it when you came together.
Yes, and one's in unknown hands, one's in the hands of the Archmage of Diplomacy inside the Empire. One's in Zoth's Kittrell that if you use it wrong, you're trapped inside of. I have one in my bag that can't stay in one location before it starts bleeding realms over. And we found a fragment of one as well in a Shadowfell.
It is your destinies. Now that all of you are here, you can be the saviors of this realm, not bound by any law of the gods. You can be the rulers of this world. Make sure it is safe. Yeah, go for it.
I don't desire to rule the world.
He is a little more than just a little mad with this concept. He clearly is not just somebody who was aspiring to this as a goal. He was a fan of these stories. He fully believes he made these stories real now because of all of you. And he doesn't see you all as who you are. He sees you as those characters that he read about.
So this is like a fanboy genetically mutating to Superman.
Yeah. He is definitely a little more than a little crazy. Does not matter. You will be the rulers. No one should be able to stop any of you. And if you came here to do the good thing, then you'll change the world together.
No one is always so concerned with changing the world, not about preserving the world.
If that is what you desire,
what's done is done. What's done is done anyway, and we'll have to just live with this and do our best, I suppose. I, for one, haven't yet decided if there is such a thing as destiny.
Well, there's at least fates, considering they're part of Mama Vusi's siblings. I've met them.
Right, but yeah, well, in any case, I don't really hold any grudges about this. Seems unnecessary, but you did take from us the sort of ability to decide our own fates, if there is such a thing.
I created guardians that this world needed.
You bore children that you experimented on. You did not know what may happen to them as a result. Does that sound familiar?
I need you to roll a intimidation roll, Mirian, with advantage.
I was really hoping. I'm all
I know.
of this.
Come on.
Intimidation. Oh no, it's charisma based.
Yeah.
-2. 14.
You see that impossible smile he had this entire time slowly begin to slump as that thought crosses his mind for the very first time.
Villains are the heroes of their own story.
And on that wondrous note, we can go ahead and call the session here, everybody. Whew!
Get to see the good cop, bad cop that Yanni and Jethro are doing with that one guy.
We're going to start with that next week.
Yeah, we'll need that to take off the
Yeah.
edge.
Yeah.
Players.
Yeah, thanks for the session, guys.
Yep. See you around, guys.
Oh, man.